guys, it's Isabel and I'm so happy to be back. Took another week-long break, about 2 weeks actually. I didn't mean to. I went out of town for about a week for my sister's, out of the country for a week for my sister's wedding. So I've been really just tired after that, and I decided to take a few days off when I got back. Yeah, that's why I haven't been able to upload. If you guys follow me on social media, you guys know everything about my life basically. If you don't follow me, go ahead and start following me down below. I also answer your questions on Snapchat when I can, and that's where I got the questions for this video. So basically I posted on Snapchat a couple days ago now. I asked you guys what kind of videos pertaining to the law of attraction you want to see. So I just got so many requests. I started to screenshot some of them and I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna address all these questions in a video together, because if I write all these down separately, I'm never gonna get through all of them. I decided just to do a law of attraction, a general Q&A. I'm gonna start with the ones that I screenshotted and then I'm gonna get to the ones I haven't opened. So I'm going to read out the usernames and let's get on with it. Okay, first one. Imperfections 24 asked, attracting money while sustaining it, or attracting love and helping to use it to maintain a great relationship. So attracting money is very simple. I know that whenever you don't have much money, you feel like you're broke, like you can't pay your bills, or you can't afford certain things, or you just feel broke. It's really hard to attract money just because you're always in that mindset of lack. When you get into the mindset of I have enough, I have enough, I have enough, or I have more than enough, and I have abundance, then that is when you can attract money. Which, by the way, guys, I'm going to try to make these answers as brief as possible, but if you do want a more in-depth video on these individual questions, please let me know down below and I'll choose the most requested one. But attracting money is very simple, because you have to be in that frame of mind of, like I said, abundance. When you're in the frame of mind of lack, it's very easy to be in that, because let's say that you live in a place that you don't really like, or you can't afford certain things, or you see wealth all around you but you feel like you can't be part of the wealth. What you have to do is, and this is what I love to do, I don't use the words too expensive, I can't afford it, I'm broke, I'm this, I don't have this, I'm not this. I don't use that in my vocabulary. Ever since I stopped kind of acting like I can't afford things or telling people I can't afford certain things, then that's when money started kind of flowing into my life more freely, and I found more ways to make money and different ways. Of course, I'm a firm believer in the harder you work, the luckier you are, the more blessed you are. So if you work harder, and ever since I started working harder as well, that's when things just started flowing for me money-wise. But it's very important to get out of that place of lack. The universe is going to match whatever vibration you're sending out there. So if you're constantly sending a vibration of I'm broke, the universe is going to bring you more vibration of brokenness. So instead, go to the store, expensive store, and tell yourself in your head, or have the feeling of I can afford this. Don't look at it in the future, feel it right now. Feel that feeling of I can just take out my credit card, swipe it. And if you want something, buy it. If you know you can afford it, whenever you buy something, and usually you probably won't buy it, or you splurge on something, don't feel bad, feel good. And also don't be afraid to spend on other people. Don't be afraid of spending. That's really important, is don't be afraid. Don't be reckless, but also don't have like that anxiety that you get, like a lot of people tend to get when they're spending on expensive things. If you want to splash out on something, go ahead and get it. Don't attach negative feelings towards money. Like I said, this could be a whole video. I probably will make a video on that, but it's very simple, guys. Money is easy, money is free flowing, money is everywhere, and there's more than enough for everyone. So just because somebody has more money than you doesn't mean you're not worthy of having as much or more money than that. So if you have the negative stigma towards money, if you think money is greed, money is this, think of money as something that enables you to live the life of your dreams and be free and do whatever the heck you want to do. Attracting love. This is the same question. If I got this question again, I'm not going to re-answer it. But attracting love, you guys, you have to get into the vibration of love. Just like with money, it's stuff that you have to fill yourself up from within in order for it to come. With anything you attract, you have to become what it is that you wish to attract. So if you wish to attract love, you have to become love. You have to open yourself up with love, and you have to fill yourself with your own love. You can't be feeling like, oh, just because so-and-so's in a relationship, I can't be happy, or just because I can't be with this person, I'm not fulfilled, kind of thing. Before I got with my current boyfriend, I was very fulfilled in myself, very much complete and whole, and I believe that is why I attracted him into my life without wanting to. I always tell you guys to specifically write down what your ideal partner is, because the more specific you are, the more likely you are to manifest things. I never wrote down what I wanted in an ideal partner. I always kind of had an idea and this and that, but what I was really looking for was wasn't so much the physical, it was more on the inside. What a partner I wanted would have, what qualities, what personality. My boyfriend has all the things that I've always wanted in a man. It's crazy to me how quickly, when I stopped trying to chase love and I stopped trying to force things, how quickly love just came into my life. I'm gonna make a whole video on this, guys. Like I said, it's very important just to feel happy and fulfilled on your own and stop chasing love. Because when you chase something, that means you're in lack of it. Of course, unless it's opportunities and work and, you know, your ambitions is different. But when it comes to love, if you're chasing something or you feel lonely or you feel like you're not good enough because you're single or because someone dumped you or because this and that, you're going to attract more of that lack. So you're going to attract either the wrong person or you're just gonna attract more loneliness and emptiness. Before I met my boyfriend, I was traveling. I met him on my travels, actually. Having a blast. Wasn't like I was chasing anything with anyone. It just kind of happened. Your person is out there, guys. Stop trying to force things. Stop trying to force someone to love you or to make someone fall in love with you. If they're the person for you, I promise you the universe will conspire to make you guys come together. That's just the way it works. The universe does not make mistakes. God doesn't make mistakes. Abby LXO asked how to create your own business / work for yourself along those lines. Love you. Love you too, Abby. When it comes to creating a business with the law of attraction, you have to be clear on what it is that you want. What kind of business do you want? Make sure it's something that you are passionate about. Let's say it's an app you want to bring into the market. You really want to bring this idea forward, or maybe it's a brick and mortar business. Whatever it is, whatever your vision, get very clear on your vision and get very clear on your goals. You have to visualize yourself in that business. Visualize yourself with the money you're going to be earning, with the clients you want to have. Act as if you already have the job, already have the business that you want. If you're trying to start a clothing line, you need to become knowledgeable on every aspect of the business. Merchandising, marketing, fabrics. You need to become an expert. Act as if you already have this business. A business owner, once they start their business, they never stop learning. They never stop growing. They never stop changing, evolving. They want to keep going and make their business profitable, and their business has to change with the time. So if you're trying to create a business, you have to have that same mindset. You have to keep learning, you have to keep pushing, you have to keep growing. The most important key in a business is just to get started. Stop watching videos, stop reading books, stop doing this, and just get started. Once you get started, of course, you can move on to the next level and the next level and the next level. Always be positive, guys. Being an entrepreneur is not an easy thing. Being an entrepreneur is not all glamour and nice cars and things. Being an entrepreneur is dirty. It's lonely. Sometimes you'll have just everyone against you, people telling you you can't do it, you can't do it. People are going to tell you no a million times before your idea succeeds, and you have to come up with new ideas. Successful entrepreneurs that I like to watch are Gary Vaynerchuk. His name is Gary V here on YouTube. He has an Instagram. I love Tony Robbins. Everyone loves Tony Robbins. I love Marie Forleo, Sophia Maruso, Q Yulia 13. These are Snapchat names, so I don't know how to pronounce it. She says, "Hey girly, I think it'll be nice to see how the law of attraction works when moving to a city you want to move to." Moving to a city that you want to move to. I went to New Orleans for college. New Orleans was just a city that I loved. I fell in love with it immediately when I visited, probably a couple years to a year before I started applying for colleges. I just fell in love with the whole vibe of the city, and I ended up moving there for about 4 years. If you visit a city and you want to move there, make sure you buy things that attach you to the city. It could be souvenirs, it can be jewelry, it can be anything that just reminds you, home decor. Growing up, I always had things of New Orleans in my house because I have family that lives in New Orleans, and we had a picture, oddly enough, was taken right across the street from my university. My uncle gave that to my parents, and that picture all my childhood was hanging in the stairwell of my house. And it's so weird looking back. I was like, wow, I saw the picture years later when I was in college, and I was like, oh my god, that's right across the street. That's from the park looking towards my school. I remember after that trip to New Orleans where I absolutely fell in love, I bought a bunch of jewelry and I always wore it. I had a watch with the fleur-de-lis on it. I decided to apply, I got accepted, and I went there, and they gave me a good scholarship. I attracted New Orleans into my life. Paris, I attracted it. I've always wanted to go to Paris. I've always wanted to go there. So I've always attracted places that I wanted to go to by surrounding myself with items that reminded me of it. Just imagine yourself living there. What would it feel like to live there? Make your room, make your space, decorate it how it would be if you lived in that certain city. It'll probably manifest quicker than you think. And with everything you want to manifest, guys, never think anything is impossible. You have to get rid of that block. There's nothing impossible in this life. Arana X Dezor says, "Hey Isabel, please can you do something on changing the way you think and negative self-talk? I'm finding it really hard to not think negative thoughts 99% of the time, which is making me not chase my dreams. I myself have dealt with negative self-talk when I failed at something or something didn't go right and I blame myself. It still happens from time to time. I mean, I'm so sorry, my dog is snoring. You need to start telling yourself positive things. Every time you get a negative thought, tell yourself something positive about yourself or your situation. Always, always, always write down the things you're grateful for, guys. Gratitude lists are so key. Every time you start to feel negative, start naming off things in your head that you're grateful for. Even if you don't feel it at the moment, even if you feel completely down and completely negative, you have to talk about the things that you're grateful for, because if we're not happy with the things we have already, what makes you think you're going to be happy with more? Go easy on yourself. You're only human. Take a deep breath and let out everything. Meditation really helps with negative thoughts. Writing down how you feel, journaling. We put so much pressure on ourselves to be perfect. There's nobody perfect on this earth. There's nobody perfect in your family, in your friend group. Everyone has something they're insecure about. Everyone has something that they're not happy with about themselves. Everyone has something they wish to change about themselves. So if it's something that you can change that is making you negative or making you hate yourself, change it. Don't be afraid of change. If it's something that you want in your life, go for it. Just do something every day for yourself. Negativity a lot of times just comes from ourselves, and we have a lot of power in this mind. So if you're feeling negative 99% of the time, because you're allowing it. It's because you're focusing on the negative. Stop focusing on the negative. Focus on the positive. Focus on what's going right for you. Focus on the good in your life, and you'll see how you'll change every day. So every day, look at the positive. Focus on the positive. Be grateful. Life will change. I promise you. So Mockler Cat asks tips for manifesting school/work in terms of working hard and putting in effort plus manifesting success in those areas. If you're not motivated to do something, it's going to be really hard for you to be successful in it, unless you're just a genius and you don't have to study, you don't have to do anything. It's really important to look beyond the schoolwork or the work. Why is it that you're in school? Why is it that you're in this job? Why is it that you're studying this? Why is it you're taking this class? Ask yourself why. You're not just in school, hopefully not just to please people or just because everyone's telling you. You're in school because you want a good job, because you want to chase your dreams, because you want to make money, because you want to succeed, because whatever it is, you want to have your dream career, and you need to focus on that. Whether you're in med school, in law school, in your undergrad, in high school, you have an ultimate goal, and that is what you have to keep focused on. That ultimate goal. Yeah, writing a paper might not sound fun. Yeah, you're taking this class because it's required and you're not passionate about it, but it's ultimately all adding up towards that one specific goal. So if you don't have a clear goal in mind, you're not going to be motivated to do things. Mundane schoolwork, writing essays, taking tests, studying, that's all very boring if you're not passionate about what you're doing. If you're passionate about it, of course, it's going to come easily. But if you're not passionate about it, you have to find your passion elsewhere, outside of the books, outside of the tests, outside of the everyday mundane tasks that comes with school and work. Write down your ultimate goals and always take a look at your goals. Put it in the front of your binder, write it down on a sheet of paper, and stick with it. Motivation has to be intrinsic in order for you to be successful. Unless you're hungry and you're starving and you want success more than anything, those people don't need motivation. They don't need someone to sit down and be like, this is why you need to study. You have to get it from yourself. Otherwise, that other motivation, whatever you got from a YouTube video, from a motivational talk, it's only going to last a few minutes, a couple hours, a couple days even. It's not going to last you. So you need to find your motivation elsewhere and find it from within. What is your why? That'll help you. This is another question that is loaded and it will take another video. C. Monique's asks, I think some general info on how to let go of limiting beliefs that can keep us stuck in a place of not being able to manifest our desires would be great. No matter what, you always seem to cover just what I was looking for at the time. It's a pleasure to be tuned into the same frequency of such a dope soul. That is so sweet. It's nice to be synced in with you as well. Limiting beliefs come from our upbringing, our family life, our parents, just the people around us. Because somebody else told us it's not possible, we tend to think it's not possible, and that's why we don't go for our dreams. I'm gonna be very brief. You can't believe everything everyone tells you. You have to understand that what another human or what you read in a book, unless it's scientific proof and evidence, but if it's somebody else's beliefs on you, don't take their beliefs as the end all and be all of life. No matter what you grew up on, no matter what you were told by your parents about money, about relationships, about if you grew up thinking that money is evil, you're gonna be in a lack of money. If you grew up thinking that love is hurtful and all it does is hurt, you're going to be hurt in your relationship. relationships, you just have bad experiences in your life, you have to go dive deep into that. I can't fix it for you, but I can tell you that you shouldn't ever believe what everyone tells you. A lot of stuff people tell you comes from a place of them not knowing, or them trying to manipulate you or fool you or make you believe something that's not true. So it's very important that if you want something in life, whether it's more money, whether it's your own business, whether it's a relationship, you need to create your own beliefs surrounding that. Get out of dogma, get out of what everyone else has told you in life, and you need to search for your own answers. So you have to, in essence, take your power back from those experiences, from the negativity. Stop telling yourself, I can't do it. When that voice inside tells you you can't do it, it's impossible, your family's always been poor, your relationships don't last, of course they're going to become your reality. So instead of doing that, focus on people who prove that you can do things and that this does work. Figure out your limiting beliefs. What is your limiting belief? Why do you have this belief? Find the solution to that limiting belief. You can find somebody in life, in history, that can prove all of those limiting beliefs wrong, just as you can find people to prove them right. But you allow that to have control over you. Remy Louison asks, I think perhaps a step-by-step guide of how to manifest something with loads of examples. Remy. This is a whole video in and of itself. So I am going to have to save that because that's a really good video. If I were to go step by step on something, it'd have to be one specific example or couple, because I think with everything in life that you want to manifest, it definitely takes different methods of manifestation. Everything kind of works differently for different people. Yeah, I wish I could do that right now, but this video will be a million years long. So Remy, I'm sorry, I just screenshotted it. All right, Arana Dexor. Arana, I answered your question earlier. She says, I just find it really hard to control my constant negative thoughts. Every morning when I open my eyes, my first thoughts are negative, as much as I wish for a fresh day and tell myself I'll be happy and positive, and I end up getting nothing done every day because of this. So any more advice on this would be great. I think what happens is you have to wake up with a purpose. It's really important to make a to-do list. I think whatever will keep you inspired, whatever will keep you going, you need to write down all the things you need to get done. And don't forget to take time for the things that you'd love to do. Whenever I was really negative and depressed, I feel like maybe you might have some kind of depression or something that gave you lack of interest or just lethargy about your life and your goals. It's really important to tackle what it is first off that's making you feel like this. It could be a breakup, it could have been some kind of catalyst, something that made you, there we go, something that made you get into this frame of mind. For me, whenever I start getting like this, I go back and I say, what's wrong? What is it? What can I do to fix that's making me feel like this? Why do I feel unmotivated? Maybe you're just tired, maybe you need B12, maybe you need some exercise, some sunshine, a change in diet. A lot of these things we can change physically. If it's something deeper than that, it's definitely important to seek professional help. But always, always, always stay clear on your life purpose, on your goals, on your work, on the things that you need to get done. If you're procrastinating on something or you don't feel good, you need to tackle what you have right in front of you and take things step by step. Take one thing at a time, one day at a time. If you wake up with that idea of, oh, I'm gonna be positive, but later on today I know it's gonna go away. Don't be like that. As soon as you wake up, when you're getting ready for school or work or making your bed, list off all the things you're grateful for and focus on that and feel the feelings of gratitude. I believe that gratitude is the key to happiness and everything in life. So check out my video on why gratitude is important. I know a lot of you feel like this. It's not just Arana. I have dealt with that feeling. Some days I wake up like that, but then I think, oh, but I have a greater purpose. I have a greater goal. I have a greater dream I want to achieve. So even if I feel like crap, I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna keep pushing every day, one step at a time. It's gonna take a lot of effort, but if you just allow it to consume you and you just sit and do nothing about it, you're gonna have negative outcomes. You can't wait for other people to help you. You can't wait for life to change unless you take the initiative first and make the push to change your life first. Love Chanel asked, did you manifest your boyfriend or did it just happen? It's a little bit of both, but I believe that I was in the right frequency to manifest, because like I said, whether you are actively thinking or not, you are manifesting every second of your life, because as long as you are thinking and breathing and living, you are sending out a frequency, a vibration. I did manifest, even though I didn't actively sit down and say, I want this man in my life. kind of thing. Why? Because like I said, I filled myself up with my own self-love. I felt complete and whole on my own. The key is not feeling the lack. If you feel a lack, you're going to attract the wrong person in your life, somebody who's going to make you feel even more of a lack, or you're just going to attract more singleness and singlehood. So I made a video a few months back about being happy being single. I made it for Valentine's Day, and that mindset that I had in that video is the mindset that I've had all these months leading up to when I met him, and you know, a relationship flourished. Definitely was not planned. I was so happy being single, and I was really happy just living my life and traveling and doing my thing. He just came into my life. But I did become pretty clear early on. I would not be in a relationship with someone that didn't have certain qualities. And I wasn't really about the physical, I was more about the mental. I wanted somebody really smart. I wanted somebody hardworking, dedicated, somebody that didn't party and go out all the time, somebody that was really grounded. And I wanted somebody who would respect me and love me, just somebody who would treat me like a queen. I was not going to accept any less than that. I wasn't going to chase anyone. I wasn't going to ask anyone to do that for me. It would just come naturally. So you have to start treating yourself that way too, because you can't expect someone else to respect you and love you if you don't respect and love yourself first. Maria Lopez V, she asked, attracting the perfect man. Okay, going on with what I was just saying, I guess I should make a whole video on how to attract the perfect man. If you want to attract the person to a T, I suggest writing everything down, writing down their physical traits. I didn't do this. I just kind of had like a mental checklist and mental idea of what I wanted in a partner. He could be living in Paris, he could be living in Havana, he could be living in wherever. Just be very specific and let go. So my way of letting go, and a lot of you guys ask me like, how do you let go? What is the difference between letting go and visualizing? Letting go is letting go of the desire. It's not like you're letting go of your dream. Let go of the desire. Know that once you have said, this is what I want to the universe, and sending your order, you don't have to keep ordering that same thing. It's like when you're in a restaurant, you don't keep ordering the same thing over and over again, because once you order once, you know it's gonna come to you. Whenever you create your desire, you write down and you say, this is the person I'm going to marry, this is the person I'm going to be with, you let it go. Knowing that your person is coming around, you don't need to be desperate. You don't have to look for him, is all I'm saying. He will come to you at the right time. India Monet 95 asks, how to avoid being played. Oh girl. To avoid it is to know the signs of a player, of a fuckboy. It's really important not to accept anything less than respect. If this guy isn't answering your text, don't double text him. Always allow the guy to come after you. A guy who's not playing you, he will post pictures with you. He'll let you meet his friends. He'll let you meet his family. You always have to have a level, a standard that a guy has to meet in order for you to have the go ahead and like open up. Not open up completely to them, but just kind of allow them in your life, date them, get to know them, talk with them. Don't just fall for a guy's looks. If a guy's really, really good looking, don't think that he's a player automatically, but also don't allow a guy to string you on just because he's super good looking or he has a lot of money. Always be hard to get. And don't play hard to get, but be hard to get. Don't do it because you want to manipulate someone or you want to get something out of it. Just do it out of respect for yourself. They're gonna know what to tell you, how to tell you things, but what you have to do is always test people and don't jump into things too quickly. If he meets this standard, put another one. The right guy who wants to be with you is not afraid to break down your barriers and break down your walls and tell you, hey, I want to be with you, I want you. There are some good guys out there, I promise you. Arlene B, she asked, temptations on giving up when hard times come. Being able to get back up and either make the pain a life lesson or learned, or let it take you away. Okay, so I guess you're asking how to take the bad and turn it into good, a lesson. I think lessons are always good. When hard times come along, you have to tell yourself it's only temporary. A lot of times when something bad happens in our life, we tend to think, oh my God, this is the end. Nothing else is gonna be after this. I'm not going to get over this breakup. I'm not gonna get over this person. I'm not gonna get over being fired. I'm not gonna get over rejection. I'm not gonna get over the loss of a loved one. It might not be immediately, and it might take time, but you will get through it, and nothing lasts forever. If you have an ultimate goal, an ultimate dream, you can't lose sight of it no matter how tough things get, because there is a reason why the universe why God put this dream into your heart, into your mind, why you have this goal. It's not an accident. There's no such thing as coincidence in the universe. Everything happens for a reason. So this reason why something bad happens to you, it's because the universe is preparing you. God is preparing you for for what it is that you want in life. It is preparing you, it is making you tougher, it is making you stronger. People who have more experiences in life tend to be more savvy when it comes to things because experience is the best teacher. You can have a person, a parent, a teacher, a mentor tell you this is the way it's going to happen and this is going to happen and this is how you react to it. But if you haven't actually gone through it and you actually haven't felt that, you're not going to know how to push through when something bad happens again. So when you're going through bad times, know there is something that the universe, that God is trying to tell me with this, and I need to listen. Take this as a lesson. Nothing, good or bad, in life lasts forever. So that's why when bad things happen, you appreciate the good times more. When bad experiences, bad people come into your life, you start appreciating the good things, the good experiences, and the good people more. Because if everything was just peaches and cream, we would never be grateful. We would never know what good is. We have ups so that we can be happy, we can enjoy, and we know this is what life is all about. And we have downs to be like, hey, you weren't being grateful in your life. You weren't grateful for this. You need to wake up. You need to change. You need to do something. You need to work harder. And then we go back up again. All of life is going to be like this, guys. It's going to be fluctuating. And if we can't get out of this valley, we can't get anywhere in life. We're always just going to be in the wind, letting everything just push us by. But when we're in those valleys is when you have to work the hardest. And that is when you are building character. That is when you're building yourself, your future. You're building yourself up. So when you can get out of that valley, and when you fall back into a valley, you're going to know, hey, I was in a valley before. I can get out of this valley again. That is life. And like Steve Jobs said, the dots will never connect looking forward, but they will connect when you look back. So all the bad stuff you say, why did this happen to me? I'm a good person. Why did this do this? I manifested this. You know, I'm a positive person. Why did this bad thing happen? No matter how positive you are, bad things are going to happen, but it's the positive people that are going to get up and get out of this. And they're going to turn the negative into a positive. They're going to be an alchemist. They're going to get dirt and turn it into gold. My bad experiences, the bad people I've dealt with, I'm grateful for all of it. I know it served an ultimate purpose in my life. And that's how you have to think. When you're going through something bad, you're going to say, thank you, universe, for giving me this, because I know there's a lesson in this. And I know I'm going to just be smarter and tougher when this is over, because it's not going to last forever. Nina Poiker Joy, you are the sweetest person. I have never met Nina in my life, but she followed me on social media and she literally sends me so many like hearts and things and so many positive vibes, and I just love her. Nina, I really want to meet you in person because you always send me love and blessings, and every time I post something, it's always love and blessings. I just love her, so thank you for existing. Jazzy Pop says, how to deal with people we can't stand but have no choice to be around. Like I said before, everybody, everything in life has a purpose. Whether they're rude or they're mean or they're bullies or they're just annoying to you, they're serving a lesson to you. Patience is very important. Patience is a virtue. A lot of times we get sent people that try our patience. I think a lot of times we get dealt annoying people or rude people or bad people to make us stop and evaluate ourselves as people. Why is it that this person bothers you? Why is it that they're annoying? Why is it you can't stand them? Maybe they are there to teach you something and you need to learn from those people. Or they're there to teach you something about yourself and that's why you feel a certain way. A lot of times we can't stand people because they're better looking than us. I'm not saying this is your case specifically, but a lot of times we can't stand people because they remind us of our insecurities or our fears or just people in our past. And when you're dealing with a person like that, understand, and I don't know why you can't stand this person. I wish you would have been more specific. Instead of meeting a person with hostility or anger or resentment, meet them with positivity. Be nice to this person. A person that makes you feel bad or makes you angry or tries you or tests your patience, you have to be nice to them and work on your patience. Because everyone in our life is a lesson. Everyone is a lesson. So maybe they are in your life to teach you a lesson. Kiana Reynolds asks, law of attraction video for money and also soulmate. So I already talked about money and soulmate. I'm gonna write these two videos down, attracting money and attracting a soulmate. So I'm not ignoring you, Kiana. Thank you for your question. Christy Styles, it would be nice if you could film a video about relationships with people, love, friends, family. Like I said, I'm gonna be filming the love one. I wish you would tell me specifically what you want to know about love and friends and family. If you want me to help you attract good friends and good relationships, I can do that. So I will write that one down. Thank you, Chrissy. VT Verena says, I would love to see a bullying in school video. I would think it would be helpful for many of your fans. Bullying. I went through bullying. Probably wasn't as much as a lot of people tend to go through, but I was bullied in middle school a little bit, and high school, no, I wasn't bullied. It was in middle school. I think the girls were just jealous of me because of who I was dating and I wasn't part of their friend group. People bully others, people hurt others because they're hurting inside. And this one girl that actually bullied me, she bullied me maybe a couple times. It wasn't like an ongoing thing, but she would say things to me a couple times. She ended up taking her life years later in high school. And that just kind of tells you the frame of mind a lot of these people are in, and a lot of them have bad home lives, a lot of them have just bad lives in general, and they take it out on other people to feel better about themselves, to feel tougher. Maybe someone's bullying them at home, abusing them at home. So a lot of times bullies, you can't really meet them with fire because they love the fire. They love to fight. They love to make other people feel belittled because they felt belittled themselves. So you just have to ignore them. Whether you're in elementary school, middle school, high school, college, these people aren't going to be around you forever, especially in school. They're only there with you for a few hours. And if it gets so bad, please reach out to someone. Reach out to an adult, to a teacher, to a person of power, because you do have legal rights. If somebody is bullying you, cyberbullying you, you have legal rights, and you should tell somebody about it. Don't ever feel afraid. Don't feel scared of these people. They're only human. They're only young kids. If it's a teacher, even worse, you can take legal action against them. But don't let these people distract you from yourself, from your goals, from school. These people have issues and they take them out on others. So don't take it personally. I know it's hard, especially if you're being bullied in front of a lot of people. You need to go to somebody about this, and you need to stand up for yourself, and you also can't stoop down to their level. Ignore them as best as you can. If it's getting really bad, if it's getting violent or aggressive or threatening, you need to go to the police, you need to go to the authorities, you need to press charges, you need to know your rights, your legal rights. Just because it's high school or middle school or whatever, you have to know your rights and tell somebody about it. And when you ignore them, you take away their power as well. Because if you let that affect you, of course, it might affect you on the inside, but if you let them see that it's affecting you by either lashing out, yelling at them, insulting them back, or crying or whatever, you're giving them power. They're getting what they want out of you. So instead, stay low key. Don't be afraid to stand up for yourself. These are only people. They're not God. They're not anything important. In a few years, they're not even gonna matter. So Sharizzle0904 asks, hi Isabel, I know you get a lot of questions. I've learned a lot from you about self-worth and being treated right. How can you not get your emotions involved while dating? Somehow I wind up dating guys who are emotionally unavailable / draining because everything revolves around them. I guess the point before knowing this is easy to get feelings involved or wrapped up in feeling inadequate. How do you have advice on how to detach from that stuff but also be emotionally present? This is tough business when dealing with someone you like. But as I've learned from you, don't settle or let people treat you less than how you should be treated, and worth comes from within, not another person. So you just answered your own question. You know your worth comes from within. That's the thing, is that when we're dating, we want to please everyone else, and we forget about ourselves. We want to please the other person we're with. We want the person to like us, to find us attractive, to want to date us, to chase us, this and that. But if you don't set that standard for yourself first, you're going to be with people who are emotionally draining. Very important to feel whole and happy and complete on your own. I can't help you switch off your emotions. I mean, you can't. I lived like that for a long time, and when I did live like that, when I was like emotionally unavailable, that's when I was attracting other people who weren't good for me. When I opened my heart and I filled myself up with my own self-love, that's when I was able to attract somebody that was worthwhile and that did want to be with me, and that was like all about me instead of me being all about them. Don't worry, I'm not emotionally draining to him, I don't think. You just have to be like, this is who I am, this is what I want, and I'm not going to be with anyone who isn't up to that standard. If I have to chase you around, if I have to do this, I'm gonna become disinterested. You have to be tough, and you have to not just tell people that, but you have to be about that. If the person isn't up to your standard, why are you even hanging out with them? Why are you even trying to be with them? You're feeling inadequate because you haven't filled yourself up with your own self-love. You can never allow somebody else to determine your worth. So once you know your worth, you know who you are, become self-aware, know that the right person is out there for you. You don't have to get somebody and try to mold them to fit you, just like they shouldn't try to mold you to fit them. The right person will just fit. You just mesh. You'll just come together as one. And that's the key. Loving yourself and being there for yourself and telling yourself, I deserve this. Not this lackluster texting games. I deserve more than that. I deserve somebody's effort. The reason why you're attracting people who are emotional vampires or people who are taking from you, you haven't told yourself what you're worth. You don't know your worth yet. You might know, yeah, I need to know my worth. Yeah, my worth comes from within, but are you practicing that? Are you working on your self-worth? Are you aware of what you're worth? Because it sounds like you probably aren't aware of what you're worth, because you're allowing these people to come and you're trying to mold yourself to these people and making these people and pleasing other people. Are you pleasing yourself first? Maybe stop dating people for a while and just take time to get to know yourself and be happy on your own. Focus on what sets your soul on fire, on what you want to accomplish in this life and what's good about you and your passions and your talents and all that good stuff. The right person will come into your life and compliment you. You won't have to make yourself smaller to make them feel better or make yourself like this so that they'll like you. You don't have to change for another person. Faria's Mary, 18, asked how to attract the best friend, please. Do what you love. Do activities you love. Just live your most authentic life. Stop trying to fit in to other people's molds and just be happy on your own. Like I said, when attracting a relationship, attracting friends is the same way. Stop trying to fit in with the wrong people. Stop trying to change yourself for the wrong people. Just stick close to what you love to do. And when you're doing those activities, when you take these classes, when you go to the school, when you join this team, you're gonna find people who are aligned with you, who are in the same path as you. And that's how you find someone that you can be best friends with. Trying to change, trying to make other people accept you for someone that you're not is going to just bring you the wrong people into your life. So just be true to yourself. Hyla Har asked vegan food recipes, especially vegan burgers. I will make a video on vegan burgers because I have a lot of vegan burgers that I love and they're delicious. So I'll save that video idea. Check out Chels asked lucid dreaming. Oh my, lucid dreaming. That is an entire video. It's Jason Stevenson. He has a lot of lucid dreaming meditations and guided meditations. So I link his channel down below. Check out his videos. That's actually a really good topic and I'm gonna make a whole video about that one. I am Vanny asked, thank you for all your amazing videos. You have such a great impact in my life. Love your vibe. Ever since I've started watching your law of attraction videos, things have changed. Thank you, Isabel. Love from London. Thank you, I am Vanny. You're so sweet. I am Menazar. This is a long one. She says, I hope this finds you well and I hope I'm not texting at a wrong time. I've been watching literally all your videos and there's something that I felt I needed to tell you about. I know how it is important to get grateful in order for us to manifest things we want in our lives and in order for the law of attraction to work out with us, but my problem is that I'm already wanting those things to be in my life because I don't like how things are and I'm already feeling so bad about my life. I've tried to write the list of things I'm grateful for 21 days. It was nice, but I still deep down feel so bad about how my life is going, especially after all the disappointments I've been through lately. Sorry, I'm reading a little fast. I can't be positive anymore. Does that mean the law of attraction cannot be happening even if I keep manifesting things I want? Thank you so much for taking the time to read this. I consider you a true inspiration. Thank you, darling. You're so sweet. Even if you're not being positive, even if you're not actively manifesting something, you are still manifesting. Every second you're thinking whatever thoughts and frequencies you are emitting, you are attracting that back into your life. The law of attraction is always at work, whether you know it or not. That's why it's important to know about the law of attraction. A lot of people don't know about the law of attraction or don't believe in it. And it's kind of silly they choose not to believe in it because it's acting no matter if you choose to believe in it or not. And you guys might think that I'm always positive and always happy all the time, but I deal with times where I feel down, where I feel like not manifesting, where I'm like, why am I doing this? Why is it this? Why is it that? And it takes work. No matter how positive you are, it always takes work. When you hit a road bump in life, it's always gonna take time for you to get up and keep going. Don't strive to be happy and positive all the time. That's not healthy. That's not normal. You have to have times of being sad, of self-reflection, of allowing yourself to feel a certain way. So it could be that you are trying to suppress these feelings, whatever it is that's keeping you from being positive, from being grateful. You're suppressing something. You have something inside of you that you are not addressing and you're trying to mask over it with gratitude lists, with happy thoughts, with, oh, I need to be happy, I need to be happy. You have something that you need to address. Could be you're in the wrong path in life. Could be that you're in the wrong relationship. It could be that you're doing the wrong things. You're not aligned with your vision, with your soul. You're not aligned with who you are. You're not in alignment with the universe, which is why you're feeling like this. When I'm aligned with the universe, when I'm doing what I'm meant to do, I feel feel so happy. I feel so free. I feel so calm. I feel so at peace. When I'm with the right people, I feel calm and at peace. When I'm with the wrong people, I feel anxiety. I feel angry or whatever. The way you feel is telling you that something is wrong. You know there's something in your life and somebody or something in your life that makes you happy. Go to that thing. When you're feeling bad, when you're feeling down, take time for yourself. Stop trying to mask over things. I tell you guys to make gratitude lists because I don't really believe that if you're feeling grateful for something, you're not going to feel better about yourself. But I understand some people are different. No matter how grateful they feel about things, they still want to focus on the negative. You're still focusing on the negative, on what's wrong, letting that have power over you. So if you're not going to take the power away from the negativity, you have to go to the source. You have to go to why you're feeling like this. Go to why you're feeling negative. The reason why all your blessings just don't matter in your life because you're just so focused on this bad, whatever's going on bad in your life, your disappointments, whatever. We all have disappointments. We all go through rough things. We all have bad things in our life, and don't ever expect your life to be perfect because that is just going to set you up for failure. Nobody's life is ever going to be perfect, and why would you want to have a perfect life anyway? If you have a perfect life, you're never going to know what's good in life. You're never going to have anything to compare it to. It's so easy for us to play victim and to act like everything is going wrong when we don't take power and take control of our own lives, of our feelings, of why we're feeling like this. We feel like the world, the universe owes us happiness. We feel like other people owe us happiness and owe us feeling good. We have to be in a relationship because that's happiness, because that's going to make us valued. We feel like we need to have this type of money in order to be happy. We feel like we have to have this person tell us we're pretty in order to feel happy and fulfilled. When in reality, the fulfillment should come from within, with everything, with your life, with your job, with the way you look. Don't take this personally, whoever wrote in this question. But when I get these things like, no matter what I do, no matter how grateful I am, no matter what, I still feel bad, I still feel bad. You're acting like there's something wrong with you. There's nothing wrong with feeling bad about yourself. That's normal, that's natural. But the important thing is not letting it consume your life. Don't let it consume your happiness. Don't let that be the catalyst, the end all and be all of your happiness, of how your life is, about who you are as a person. We all go through tough times. We all have bad times. And I feel like years ago, maybe your grandparents, your parents' generation before them, people were just resilient, went through the Great Depression, they were tough. And I don't want to say that we're a bunch of snowflakes nowadays, but really, we have such a hard time coping with things, and we're looking for things to numb the pain and for quick fixes when we don't want to sit down and say, oh my God, this is what's wrong, and address our issues and address why we're feeling like this. I can tell you a million ways to feel better. I can tell you a million ways, and because I speak from experience. But my life isn't perfect. It's never going to be perfect, and I don't want it to be perfect, and you shouldn't either. Your relationship's not going to be perfect. The way you look is probably not going to be perfect to everyone. We're always trying to attain this high. We feel like everyone else is on this high and we're always gonna be below everyone else, and we're never gonna attain this happiness that people portray around us. Gotta let it go, guys. Let go of that expectation and realize that all the bad and all the good, they're all blessings. All of it is good. It's going to help you. And I'm not saying that life can't be absolutely beautiful and perfect and have moments of extreme joy and extreme, oh my God, and reach your dreams and your goals and live where you want to live and have the home and the things that you want to have, or the family or the health or whatever it is. I'm not telling you that's not possible. But what I'm telling you is that you can't always have it. It can't always be like this. There are going to be times when things feel bad, but what matters is your response to those things. So you can choose to sit and be like, I can't feel good anymore. I can't feel grateful. I can't help you. Your parents can't help you. The only person who can help you is you. So you're probably feeling like this. You've been feeling like this for a while, a month, a year maybe, but it's still temporary as long as you don't let it have power over you. If you have to, seek professional help, talk to someone, work through your problems, go to the root cause of why you're feeling like this, and then you can start manifesting things. But you have to fix this in here. And a lot of times we make problems so much bigger than they actually are, guys. We make things just huge in our mind, when in reality it's not really that much. But stop giving power to the negative in your life. When you tell me that the positive gratitude is not helping, it's because you're still giving power to the negative instead of giving power to the positive. Instead of saying, wow, all these great things happen in my life, I have all these things that I have to be grateful for, I accomplished all these things, you're instead dwelling on what you didn't do right, what you didn't get out of life, what disappointed you. And that's not a good way to live. You're always going to be disappointed. You're always going to allow your disappointments to rule over you because you're giving them that power. Michaela Hannon asked a video on vision boards or how to detach. Okay, I'm going to make a vision board video soon on detachment. Detachment is very simple, guys. It's basically taking away that desire or the lack of something. When you are detaching from it, you're saying, I give it to the universe, I give it to God, and I know that I asked for it, so it's mine already. I don't have to keep asking for it, I don't have to keep dwelling on it. You just know it's yours, so you let it go. Once you ask, once you've done the initial manifestation, put it on your vision board, see it every day, and know it's yours. Ask, believe, receive. When you ask for it, you believe it's coming towards you, which is the detached, letting go part, then you receive it and you know it's coming. Coco Nutty asked a video about the third eye. Ooh, the third eye. That is definitely its own video and that is coming soon. Rux XOXO asks, when it's not working on love, I've tried and I've been hopeless. I've tried being positive too. And I'm so grateful for life and all the wonderful things I've had. I'm so blessed, but I just can't seem to meet anyone new. Been single for 2.5 years, been feeling ready to meet someone for the last 6 months as I've been focusing on myself for a while. Universe is not in my favor at the moment. Help, feeling a bit confused about it all. XX. Darling, 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 where do I begin? If you've been watching this video, you already know what I'm gonna say to you. First of all, you have too much negative self-talk. The universe is not in my favor. I've been single for 2.5 years. I've been waiting for 9 months. Girl, you better get out of that place of lack right now. You are in the frequency of lack if I have ever had a better example of being in a frequency of lack. And it's okay, you're not the only one, love, you're not. I get a lot of messages like this. What are you grateful for? I want to know. What is it that you're grateful for and why is it that what you're grateful for is not being powerful enough, that it's not making you focus on what you have now and your feeling of wholeness. You're not feeling whole. You're not feeling complete. You're feeling a lack. You're feeling empty. You're feeling like, I need someone in my life. Why do you need someone in your life? Why do you need love? It's because you're not getting it from yourself, from within. You need to focus, not just be like, oh, I'm grateful I'm single, I'm grateful I'm this. No, you need to focus on in here. You were born single and you can live single. It might sound kind of crazy, y'all, but I'm gonna be really personal. Before I met my boyfriend, I had this mentality of, I am so happy, and I didn't force myself. I was just happy. I was just content because I had goals and I still have my same goals. They haven't changed, but I had my goals. I had my vision for my life, and I knew that my vision included traveling, having homes all over the world and living free, able to travel whenever I wanted to. And I always said, I don't care if I never get married. And I meant it for real. I'm not the type of girl who's always wanted to be married, but it was never like a life goal for me to get married, to have a family, to have a soulmate. I always said, if it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, I'm cool. I'm cool with being single until I die, because my happiness was not reliant upon a person. My happiness was from myself, from within, from what I wanted for my life, from my vision on my own. And I always said relationships aren't for me because I get distracted and guys are distracting and this and that. And the reason why you're feeling this is because you're feeling pressured by somebody, either society or your friends or your family. You feel like you have to have somebody with you to share a life with. Do you really? Love is beautiful, but really the love for yourself is very powerful. So what you need to do is focus on yourself. Focus on your goals. I have a video all about focusing on yourself. Stop feeling empty. Stop feeling like you have to have somebody, because you don't. You are whole and complete on your own. You can live a beautiful life single for the rest of your life. Honestly, you can. I know that sounds awful, but it's true. You can honestly live happily on your own because you can find the thing that makes you happy, and it's not going to be anyone else. Person is not going to make you happier than you can make yourself. Take relationship, I need a relationship, out of your mind. I was single for about 2.5 years myself before I met this guy. You just have to let go of that lack because you know it's coming. You have to tell yourself, I'm not going to get into a relationship unless a person like this comes into my life. I don't care if I'm single for the rest of my life. If a person like this doesn't come into my life, I'm just going to stay single. Honestly, it's not worth it. Relationships are tough. It's not all peaches and cream, cute Instagram photos. It's tough. It's work. So be happy on your own. Enjoy being single. It's fun. Get to know yourself first. Get happy in your own company. Work on yourself. Be a boss ass bitch. Do your own thing. Don't feel like you have to be defined by anyone else. You're great on your own. Princess Jen. Pretty. Okay. Legally, something about astrology, not horoscope. I suggest you go to cafeastrology.com and do your natal charts. I promise you they are spot on. I did one for me, and I did one for me, my own, and then one for my boyfriend, and then I did one for relationship. Honestly, it's spot on. It's scary. I'll put the link down below. Oh my, girl. Guys, I will read this. This is very personal, so I'm going to read this and respond to her separately. Oh, thank you. You guys are so cute. You guys send me your snaps. I love seeing your snap. Coolines always sends me cute snaps. Aw, thank you so much. XOJLaw, I love you. You are the sweetest thing. Aw, you're so cute. Imperfections24. She's like me patiently waiting for your video this week. Ritza, what's your Spotify happy playlist? How do I get to it? Okay, Ritza, thank you. It's Princess Palacios. You guys follow me on Spotify. It's Princess Palacios, the same as my Instagram name. The link is always down below to all my social media. Follow me on Spotify. You guys can see my Happy Positive People's playlist that I made with you guys. You guys sent me all your requests on Twitter and on Snapchat. If you guys have like your favorite go-to happy music, write it down below in the comments or send it to me via Snapchat. I'll add it to the playlist and I'll link the playlist down below. Guys, I made it through all of them. Okay, perfect timing because my battery is about to die. Thank you guys so much for sitting with me through this. I hope I answered as many of your questions as I can. I will be making those videos shortly that I did talk about. And if you guys ever have any requests, please send them down below. Write me down below and also on Snapchat. Don't forget to follow me on social media. I'm on Instagram, Snapchat, and Twitter. And if you've DM'd me on Instagram, please, I am not ignoring you. I just have so many DMs and it's quite overwhelming. But I try to help you guys as much as possible, and I am working on an outlet to try to help you guys better than just through DMs on Twitter and Instagram and Snap. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please be sure to give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new and you want to see more videos from me. I love you guys so very much. And always remember that no matter how you may look on the outside, no matter how your life is going, no matter if you're single in a relationship, if you're living the life of your dreams or not yet, your true beauty, your true worth, and your true power always come from within. I love you guys, and I will see you in my next video. Bye-bye.